What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another huge season of the SoCal Raider Report. Man, it's been a long time, but I'm so happy to be back here with my brothers. And we're going to be talking Raiders football today. We're going to give you a preview of the season. We're going to give you our predictions. But let me introduce the fellows. Starting off first, right off the top at the mountain. Who do we got? Who's up there?
Raider Joe here, ready for another season. Excited about it. I think this team can be really special, and I'm always optimistic on every season, but this is a season that I think I don't want to believe too much of the hype of what you're hearing, but we're looking really good, and I'm excited about it. And hey, it can be a special year for us Raider fans, baby.
Cool. All right, and let's take it from parts unknown, way out there. Who knows where he's at? What about Junior?
Hey, I'm just super happy to be back. I'm very excited to see what the season has in store for us. I'm currently in Italy, but I bought some new Raiders gear for when we go out to that New Orleans Saints game. I bought myself a Davante Adams jersey.
It just showed up today.
Oh, did it?
Nice.
I'm wearing it. I'm just kidding.
Out there on Riverside. What's going
on,
Mike?
What up, Raider Mike? I'm live and direct from Orange Terrace Park up the street from my house. I'm in my golf cart. You can't see it. And I am very happy to get this football season started. I am super excited about this Raiders team in this AFC West. It's going to be it seems like every game is going to be a nail biter, but I'm going to save how I feel for this next segment. But yeah, I'm stoked, man. I'm ready to roll.
All right, man. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to have you back. Now, of course, we'll have Steeler John back, or whatever, Reasonable John, or whatever we call him. He's in Cincinnati right now, so he's on East Coast time. He couldn't make it, but we'll get his predictions later. All right, you guys want to get right into it, or what?
Yes, sir.
All right, I got a little grid for us this week, and just kind of help us to remember what we said. And let's get through it. Hopefully you guys can see my screen. All right. So first off, week 1, September 11th, it's in LA against the Chargers. The Chargers will most likely be without JC Jackson. Looks like he's having surgery. I'm going to go ahead and start it off. I think we will win this game. I'm going to go ahead and give us a win for this game. What do you guys think? Joe, you're next. What do you think?
I think over the last few years, we've come out swinging. We've come out strong, and I think we're going to come out again. We beat New Orleans a couple of years ago when they had Drew Brees. Last year was a great game against Baltimore, probably one of the best games of the season. And I think we're going to come out again, come out against Logan. I got us with a W.
Joe's got the win. All right. What about Junior? What do you think?
I also have us with a win. Just like Raider Joe Sr. just said, last season we started off, everyone thought we were going to go 0-3, we ended up going 3-0. So I predict the same thing.
All right. And then what about Mike?
Am I on? Okay, I'm off mute. Hey, yeah, so I was kind of back and forth on this one. I'll let you see my screen real quick. I crossed it out a couple times. I was trying to look at not necessarily matchups, but I was looking at first game jitters. And then I was looking at, a high octane Chargers, team, of course. I think we got a preview of what this season's going to look like on that last game of the season, sort of. But yeah, I got them as a win. Ultimately, I didn't cross it out now. I crossed it out earlier. But yeah, I got them as a win. I'm going to concur with the other two. I think we're going to come out. You can't give Chargers home field advantage ever in LA, so that's not a factor. I don't think. I think we play pretty good on the road. Yeah, Raiders win.
I think what happens is everybody has the Chargers. All the hype on the Chargers, but they always, and on paper they are that good. They are really good on paper. But a lot of it is names, right? I mean, they got Khalil Mack, but they don't have the Raiders Khalil Mack. They have a Khalil Mack that's been hurt his whole time in Chicago. So, the hype that the Chargers get, they always seem to just disappoint. And I think this is going to be a year where they're gonna disappoint this year.
Well, let's move it on to the next game. The next game is in Vegas, if I'm correct. The next game is against the Arizona Cardinals, and they will also be out without Hopkins, their top receiver. He's suspended for the PEDs. I'm going to start off here. I think the Raiders are going to go 2-0. I think they're going to win this game against the Cardinals. I think the Cardinals are a lesser opponent. I think they don't have the same roster. But then again, you never know. They also say Kingsbury, their coach, is on the hot seat. They just gave their quarterback Murray a big contract. Seems like that guy's a jerk. Doesn't like to read the playbook. Doesn't want to read film. Doesn't want to watch film. I don't like it. I'm giving the Raiders a dub here. What do you guys say? Whoever wants to take it, go for it, man.
I take it. I think this one is going to be, the first game against the Chargers. I think it's going to be a close game. This is going to be where the Raiders just mollywop Arizona. I think it's going to be a significant win by at least 2 touchdowns. I got
blowout.
Yep.
Okay, I'll put you down for a dub there. What about you, Junior?
I totally agree. Kyler Murray is a very quick running quarterback, but we have Mad Max Crosby to tire him out throughout the game, and he's not going anywhere.
We got Chandler Jones.
Oh, yeah, and Chandler Jones.
Yes, sir. What about Mike? What do you think, Mike? How do you think we do against the Cardinals in Vegas?
Yeah, I got it the same. Home opener, regardless of what happens with week 1, we predicted a win, all of us. But regardless of what happens, I just think this is going to be like the beginning of a pretty good little run. Maybe not game by game. You'll see the rest of my predictions and what I'm talking about. But I think that I agree with these guys. I think the offense is going to be superior, and I think I don't quite know if it's going to be 2 or 3 or whatever touchdown win, but I definitely think it's going to be a home opener win, and the Raiders go 2-0.
I think it's going to be very similar to the Eagles game last season.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there.
Your dad went to that game.
Yeah,
remember? Yeah. And I remember that game. It was like a while. That was kind of close for a while, but then by the end, the Raiders were just a way better team.
The Eagles scored the first touchdown, and then the Raiders just kind of like kept. They were kind of close till the second quarter, and then they blew them out. So it was a great game.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's go to the next game. The next game is across country, and it is against the Tennessee Titans, who are a pretty good team. They have a big running back, Henry, and the Raiders have traditionally struggled against the run. Now, we don't really know what we got until we really see these first 2 games. But I'm going to say this game, I've been to Tennessee. It's pretty friendly over there. I think the Raiders are going to get on the road and take another win, man. I know you guys are probably thinking, man, you're going to say every game's a win? I don't think so. But this one, I think the Raiders can definitely win. What do you guys think?
I think that this is their first loss of the season. We're going to go 2-1. I think it's going to be a close game, but we will take our first loss against Tennessee.
Why do you think that?
Well, I think because they have a strong running game, and I'm not very confident of our running defense right now. I think that last year he ran all over the NFL, and I think they have everybody, and they have the confidence of that team. I think they're going to run away with that division as well. So. Tennessee is going to be somebody we will see in the playoffs, and then that means we will be in the playoffs. So,
okay, all right, good thinking there. What do you say, Junior?
I totally agree. Derrick Henry, when he got injured and was taken out for the rest of the season, still held the most yards ran by a running back for a few weeks. So I definitely think that we're going to lose to the Tennessee Titans.
Okay, that's an L. Good thing we're not going to that game. Mike, what do you say?
I also got a loss, and I'm in the run game argument is a good argument. I really didn't use that in my decision-making process. I didn't spend too much time evaluating, the nuts and bolts. But what I did was look at a solid team, a good team at home, and the Raiders coming off of, LA, Vegas, and then on the road again, in hostile territory. And, I got to have wins and I got to have losses. I would love to go 17-0, but all in all, I weighed the options out. I kind of, weighed everything out. And then I think it's going to be a loss. It's going to be a road loss.
Okay. I got you guys down for a loss. Then the Raiders come back on the 2nd of October, and the autumn wind is definitely present as the Raiders play Denver against Russell Wilson and the I believe, way overhyped Denver Broncos. But, I'll say this. Obviously, the Raiders, have done really well in the last few years against Denver. I think we're on a streak with them, like maybe 5 games in a row against them winning. I don't see a lot of huge additions to their roster other than Wilson. And to me personally, I think his game has declined. So I'm giving the Raiders a win here. I may be being way too overly optimistic here, but I just don't see their roster being so great. And I don't understand all the hype other than with Wilson. So I'm giving the Raiders a win here at home in Allegiant Stadium. What about you, Joe? What do you think?
I got the same thing. I think Denver's totally overhyped. I think Russell Wilson, again, it's kind of like San Diego getting Khalil Mack. Russell Wilson is not the Seattle Russell Wilson. You look at what he did last year with Seattle. It's not like Seattle was any good with Russell Wilson. So I think Denver still has a decent defense, but they're completely overhyped, and they're taking the last place in the division this year for sure. I got it with a W.
Okay. Junior?
I got a W on this game as well. They just on the offseason, they lost their wide receiver 1, I believe.
Yeah.
And
well, Sutton's their 1, but they did lose pretty much their 2 or one of their major receivers. Yeah, he's gone for the year. You're right.
Yeah, so I see us having the win.
Okay, Mike, what do you think about those Denver Donkeys? What do you think?
I don't think very highly of them. And I got it. I also got us coming away with the win at home. I think every AFC West team is going to be a good matchup. Russell Wilson, his reputation precedes him and whatnot, but he is on the downward, right? Trajectory or whatever you want to call it. I don't want to say over the hill, but I think that, I think the Broncos are going to be better. And you saw last year, they had some notable wins. Their defense has keeping them afloat where they've lacked with the decent quarterback, slinging the rock over there. But I don't know, man. I just think that, I think the Raiders are the better team with better offensive weapons at home. And I sort of agree with these guys. They're overhyped. The Russell Wilson aspect of their weapons, right? If that's what the hype is, they got Russell Wilson. I don't think it's that complimentary. So Raiders are going to get the win at home.
All right, cool. All right, then that takes us to the next game, and that's, to me, I see that as potentially the Raiders' first loss. It's in Kansas City. Now, the last time we beat Kansas City at home, that's when we beat them with Gruden, and it was kind of around the same time of the year, if you guys remember. It was not, the winter. It was hot over there still in Kansas City. Raiders pulled out a good win. I don't know. I think the Raiders could beat them. I think the Raiders are finally, hopefully defensively, that's the thing we just don't know. But I think part of me wants to say we're going to lose. But you know what? I'm going to go ahead and give us another win here. I think we're going to come out and really take a foothold of the AFC and especially dominate the AFC West. That'd be 3 wins against our 3 opponents and be setting us up, man. And, we Raiders do this a lot. We've seen this, but this is not Chucky's team. This is a different coach team. This is almost a completely different organization, man. This is, unfortunately, I hate to say it, Patriots West. But the Patriots have good coaches, and we now we have good coaches. So I'm going to take a win here. What do you guys think? Joe, am I crazy?
Well, I think, to your point, it was about the time we were watching it from Cabo, if you remember, Ernie. John had to buy us all 1842 shots. But Kansas City did take a quick lead on us, and we kept in it, and then we ended up pulling it out. I do think that this is going to be a close one. I'm giving us the L, an overtime loss in this game. We're going to overtime, but we're going to lose it.
Okay. We're taking the L, you say. All right, Junior, what do you think?
I'm going to say we got a win on this game with the loss of Tyreek Hill. Replaced with Juju Smith-Schuster.
He's not the same.
Yeah. But, I got us with the win for this game.
Okay, cool. I like your style, dude. What do you think, Mike? Can we beat the Chiefs in Arrowhead?
It looks like we're going to be split on this one. I got them with the loss. And again, I got to reiterate this. Every AFC, West matchup is going to be a rivalry. It's going to be tough. It could go either way, like you guys are saying. So it definitely can go either way. But the way I see things going down, I'm a little confused about this KC team. I thought they were average beginning of last season, and then they found a way to start winning. I don't know, man. It's going to be tough, but I just see back and forth, home away, and we're going to be coming up on a bye, so I got them with a loss at KC.
Okay, so that brings us then to the matchup in Vegas against the Houston Texans. Not the best team, but definitely it's weird that they're all of a sudden saying their quarterback is like a top-rated quarterback all of a sudden. I think that somebody had him higher than Carr, which I think is nuts.
What?
Baloney.
I'm gonna tell you right now, this is the year. I don't care what anybody says. This is the year that Carr is just gonna shut up everybody, bro. And you're gonna see it too. You hear it in practice. He's gonna shut up everybody. You're not gonna be able to say anything, man. Carr's gonna lead the league in a bunch of categories this year.
I like when Carr told that reporter over the summer, he's like, all right, like he told him, watch your tone or whatever. He kind of checked that.
Watch yourself.
Check Paul Gutierrez. I'm going to put a clip of that. Yeah, watch yourself, whatever he said.
And so I don't appreciate your tone either. You can pump that back a little bit.
Yeah, that was bad. That's a different kind of Carr, but I definitely have the Raiders here with a win and still undefeated. And at this point, I'm probably going to be in the loony bin because I'll be going so wild. All right, what do you guys say? Houston,
I got it
in the Legion Stadium.
I'll break the cycle. I'll go second this time.
Sure.
I got us with the win as well. The Raiders are a better team, and if we can do the things that we're supposed to do by beating teams that we should beat, then I think we're going to win. And I agree with Joe that I am putting my faith into the fact that this is Carr's year where he silences, his critics, especially on the eve of this breaking story of the fact that the Raiders were about to get, I think it was Gronk and Brady, and Gruden said, Gruden said, Chale ese. So, I think they're going to win. They should win. They need to win. And I think that they win decisively against Houston at home.
Yeah. And for your knowledge, I'm so glad that didn't go through. With Brady, the thing is, we would have Brady and Gronk for 1-2 seasons, then we start over from scratch again. So I'm so glad that didn't go through. Gruden made a good decision by shutting that down. I got us with an easy win, and I tell you, coming off a close loss to Kansas City, in Kansas City, we're going to get this win, and this win is going to mark a long winning streak for us, and you'll see my predictions going forward.
All right. I see Vader back there too. It looks bad. All right, Junior, what do you think?
I got a dub for us as well. We're just a better team in every aspect against that Houston Texans.
Yeah, the days of them being any kind of playoff contender, I think, are over for a while. All right, well, then that gets us to the game that we're all going to be going to. We'll be excited. We'll be on the road. It'll be a lot like our game last year when we went to Pittsburgh and we saw Johnny cry. But this year we're going to be going to New Orleans, baby. New Orleans, as they say, to check out the Raiders and the Saints. Huh? You guys excited?
Oh, yeah, that's going to be.
I'm very excited.
And it's going to be cool because it'll be the first time we have Junior with us on a trip for the SoCal Raider Report. Well, we've seen him out before out there, but he was just a kid.
Halloween weekend, baby. Halloween weekend, too, baby.
Hey, Joe Jr.
It'd be crazy.
Joe Jr., don't be speaking Italian to us and shit, homie. I can't understand that language right there. Just keep it English, homie. Keep it English.
Keep the gangsta.
You're right.
So what do you guys think? I'll start off since we've been going. My big mouth's got always flap. I'll go ahead and say this game. I don't see their roster being any better. I don't see their coach being any better. Dennis Allen, is a chump stain for the Raiders when he's a coach. I know he's a good defensive coach, but it's his first year back as a head coach. Jameis Winston's their quarterback. I know they have a good defense. I know they have Michael Thomas coming back, but no way. I don't think there's any way they're beating us, even though we are on the road. But I think there's going to be a lot of Raider Nation at the place. So I take another win there for the Raiders, man. I don't think we're going to lose. No, we'll lose. But what do you guys say? Whoever wants to go this time, no order.
Yeah, I got us with the win. I got us with the win. I think New Orleans is going to be a decent team, but for the fact that the SoCal Raider Report's going to be there and they don't lose when we're there. So, we got a streak going.
Yeah, we got a nice streak. All right. Who's next?
My thoughts exactly. I mean, there are a lot of data based reasons why the Raiders are going to win this game, but I'm going to piggyback off what Joe said, for the sole purpose that the SoCal Raider Report and we're all going to be in attendance. And if there are any issues that would change those odds, then we, in combination, are going to will the Raiders to a win against the Saints. They're not my Saints.
All right. Cool. Who's next?
I think our biggest threat is going to be Kamara, and I'm not too worried about him. I think we got the win.
Is he dealing with that? Is he dealing with that stuff right now where he might be suspended for beating up somebody? Is that him?
I know that happened before. Did it happen again?
Something happened with Kamara this offseason.
Let me see. I'll look it up real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I know as I saw Aaron Donald yesterday swinging that helmet. That's what I saw.
Yes. They're all fighting. Oh my! There he is, right there. Damn! All hell broke loose.
That was funny.
Chucking him.
Okay, so then everybody has us with a win here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I don't think you need to ask us for the next game.
Yeah, this one, though, is, again, I wonder if this game the Raiders will stay out and stay on the East Coast. I remember that's been a good solution for them when they head out there and they don't have to make the trip back. So maybe they'll be back out there. But, yeah, I don't see the Raiders losing to Jacksonville Jaguars. Again, it's just a matter of the roster. I know they got a better coach this year than the last coach they had was a disgrace. So I have the Raiders with another win and in clear position to make the playoffs. But what do you guys think? I know, Junior, you already said that's a win.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I got them down for a win, but I also think that this is one of those games where if they don't take the team serious, and it's midway through the season, if the injury bug hits it's unlikely. It's definitely not probable, but I would caution that this game could be one of those what do you call it? Oops, I goofed games, but I still got them for a win. I don't see that it's conceivable.
It's a trap. It's a trap. Trap game. Hopefully not. Okay, and then Joe, you have the Raiders winning, right?
Yeah, I got us with the win. There.
Okay, cool. So at the midway point, I have us undefeated. Joe, you have the Raiders at 6-2. Junior has the Raiders at 7-1. Mike has 6-2. All right, let's go to the second half of the season. And first, it started off against Indianapolis, back in the Raiders' home. They have a new quarterback. Well, it's not new; it's new to them. Matt Ryan. So Raiders playing the Colts. Last year, the Raiders handled the Colts, handled them, and got themselves into the playoffs. Remember that was without their star receiver, Henry Ruggs. That was out. I think was out without Waller. Or if Waller did play, he was I don't remember him being a big deal. I remember Renfro saved that game. But the Raiders still look better to me. So I don't know unless something changes. And it's, again, at Allegiant Stadium. I have them with another win. Joe, what do you say?
I got them with 1-2. This one's going to be a close game, but we're going to pull it out by a field goal in the last minute. But Indianapolis should be a pretty decent team. We're gonna play well, but we're not going to play our best game, but we're still going to pull it up.
Yeah, they have a good running back. What do you think, Junior?
I agree that we're going to have the win, and that's going to be a close game. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that.
Okay, Mike.
I do have them for a win. I agree with Joe. I think it's going to be a close one. The Colts they're a good team. They've been a good team for a minute. Last year, I think we kind of shocked the football world by winning that crucial game. And then obviously we went on that. I don't know if that was the beginning or towards the end, but I think it was right around that. It was that crucial game that we had to win or stay alive. And then in total, that last 4 or 5 weeks, we were defeating all the odds, obviously culminating with that overtime heartbreak or heart attack game against the Chargers. But yeah, it can go either way, honestly. But I definitely think if the Raiders are healthy enough and utilize the weapons that we have, and then obviously this game, it may come down to like I don't know if Joe means a regulation field goal to win it, or if he's talking about something in overtime or something like that. But I don't know. Either way, though, I agree. I think it's going to be a very close one. It could go either way, but I'm going to put my faith in Derek Carr and his Immortals, and I'm going to say that we beat the Colts.
All right. Then the next week after that, we are heading back. We're heading to Denver. You know, Denver's so weird. You never really know with Denver what the weather's going to be. It could change over the matter of the weekend. I just don't think that Denver matches up with the Raiders well. I think the Raiders have a better running game. I think the Raiders have a better passing game. I think the Raiders have just a better overall team coach. Remember that the Denver Broncos also have a new coach, so that's kind of like an enigma there. You don't really know what they're going to do, but I definitely have the Raiders still winning here. I feel crazy saying this, but that's just what I think. I look at it, and I'm trying to be objective, but I just see them winning all these games. You know what I mean? Normally, I'm pretty down.
I think,
yeah. I mean, it's the NFL,
Yeah.
right? It's the
I think
NFL.
the Raiders-
a lot of these games
exactly.
can go either way. I mean, there's so much parity in the NFL, and when you're a Raider fan, you got to think positive and think those close games. Like Mike and I said, that Indianapolis game could go either way, but we're putting the faith in our team and saying we're going to win it. So this Denver game, I think that we're clearly the better team, and I think even if it is cold, it's not like Russell Wilson is used to playing in the cold either. He's just his first year in Denver, so I got them with the win.
Okay, who's next?
I also got us with the win. As before, we're gonna sweep Denver, and Denver's gonna be the bottom of the division. I agree that they're overhyped.
Okay, Junior with the win. Mike, what do you say?
Yeah, I'm going to be the lone wolf or the Lone Ranger here. I think I just got him with the loss. I think that although Denver is not what the hype beats them up to be, I think that they're good enough to win at home, and we'll split the series there. So I just, based on everything, based on the previous games, based on the middle of the season, based on traveling to Mile High, up there, I just think that this could very well result in a loss. So I got him with the L.
I'll take that. Sounds fair. Then we go the next week, and I will be at this game. I will be up there for Seattle. Never got to experience a game up there. Heard it's pretty wild. And the Seattle Seahawks, their quarterback is going to be Geno Smith. And I think the writing's on the wall. Their team kind of is going through a rebuild. That's definitely another win for the Raiders. So there you go. How you like that? Joe, anybody, Junior, whoever wants to go, Mike?
I agree
I'll
with the W.
I'll go ahead.
I might join you at that game.
All right, Holmes.
Yeah, I only live about like 2 hours away from the stadium.
Well, if anything, we'll get together and party for sure.
I might join you
Oh, yeah.
too, my friend.
What's the date? What's the date on that? I want to go too.
The
November
20
November
27th.
27th.
It's
November 27th.
Yeah, it's this. It's the day after. It's a weekend of Thanksgiving.
Oh, I'm there. I'd like
Yeah.
to go too. Let's try to work that out.
Let's do it. Joe, does everybody have us with a win then?
I have.
Yeah,
I
because
have
SoCal
us- I have us
Raider
with the-
Report's gonna be there.
Oh, it's true. We'll be on the road. So there you go. Okay, Chargers game. I think
Chargers.
that's going to be a L for us, unfortunately. I know that it's in Allegiant Stadium, but these two teams, I mean, they battle so close. I think we'll have the edge in the first one, but in this one, I don't think so. I think we're going to take the L here because I'll have everybody back, and we'll probably be pretty banged up at this point. I hope not, but I have us with an L.
I'll go next. I'm in the same boat. These teams are very good teams, and whether we lose the season opener or vice versa, but I got it that we win the season opener, like I said already, and then I got week 13 with the loss. I think these divisional games are going to be very, very tight, and we can't win them all. And I got to be realistic with my wins and losses. And I'm going to say that we're going to go ahead and split and then lose this game as well.
Okay. Anybody else? Joe? Raider Joe Jr.?
I agree with the loss for that week. I'm going with an L.
Okay. Joe?
I'm going with the W. We're gonna win this against the Chargers. I think we got the Chargers numbers, although we always play close games with them. I think we always pull out those close games against them. And it's probably more coaching than anything.
Okay, yeah, they do have a kind of a ding-dong coach. So, hey, no offense. All right, then that takes us to the Thursday night fair. That's a quick turnaround. That's tough. It's always playing tough on a.
And it's away.
Yeah, well, I mean it's away, but it's in LA. I mean, so it's really not away. But
Yeah, it's like 3 hours.
great at SoFi. So Rams week, I also have us on an L. Hate to do it. I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't know. I just don't feel good about that game. I feel like the Browns have too much on defense for us right now, even though we do have good stuff. What do you guys think?
I agree with the L for that week. It's just a quick turnaround, and I don't see us winning it.
Yeah, me neither. Okay. What about the rest of the guys?
Yeah, I got them as a loss as well.
You do. The baby right there too. Okay. And then Joe?
Coming off a short week, what I didn't look at, we're coming off a short week. It's going to be a hard-fought game against the Chargers. I didn't look at who the Rams are playing on Sunday, but for us, I do. Just looking at it, I think it's going to be on a short week with an L. I agree with you guys.
Dang. Okay. That's really tough. Now, hopefully we're all wrong and the Rams end up losing to us. All right, then that takes us to the next game, and that's in Allegiant Stadium. That is against the Patriots. We just finished a week of practice with them and a game with them where we thoroughly dominated them on both sides of the ball. Who knows? Maybe they're playing chicken with us or something, but the way I see it, there's no way we're losing to the Patriots, and then we're starting a new era of wins against the Patriots. What do you guys think?
I think if our third and fourth string can beat their starters, I think our starters can beat their starters.
Yeah, the New England game is going to be a changing of the guard, so to speak. I think we're going to dominate them. I think it's going to be an easily won game by the Raiders, and this is when people are going to start realizing that we're here for a long time.
Building something nice. Mike, what do you say? New England.
Win over the Patriots, and I think that might have a lot to do with our current coaching staff and their knowledge and history of the organization, the opposing organization as a whole. I think we're a better team. Ultimately, we beat the Patriots, and then we don't lose. So,
all right. Cool. Then the next game is a Christmas Eve matchup against the Pittsburgh Steelers. It will be cold. It will be against a Steelers team that's much different than we saw last year when we were there.
Bring in Steeler. Where's Steeler John? He's over there on the side looking real mad. Bring in Steeler John. Bring him in. Come on over here. Come here. He's not feeling it. Everybody's leaving. Grandma, middle fingers up. Can you do it one more time?
But the elements, I know that they also going to have, I think they're really just going to feature their running back. I know they're going to have a new quarterback. But I feel like playing in the cold and playing in Pittsburgh at that time of the year is not going to be favorable for us. East Coast game, I have a surprising L here. What do you guys think? Johnny
Trubisky's their quarterback, right?
Trubisky, no longer Trubisky.
I think by that time it'll be the rookie. It'll be the rookie by then.
Yeah, they got that rookie out of Pitt. But what do you guys say? Is he
I
legit?
think we're gonna win that game.
Joe Jr. with the dub. I'll take it.
I got us with the win. I think that although the Steelers team, you know, it just seems like they always, no matter what, even if they start off bad, it almost seems like they, and maybe it's their division or their division. I'm not sure, but they always seem to. I don't think they're going to be pushovers by any means. I think it's going to be still tough. And I guess the weather, you throw that in there. I don't know. To me, I think that that they don't. I don't think they have enough weaponry to match up against us. So if we're somewhat healthy, regardless of the damn weather, I think we're gonna run away with that game, and the momentum is just gonna be at full force at that point in the season.
Cool. I mean, one good thing we have with Devontae is that he played in Green Bay all those years in the cold, and he still got down. You know what I mean? So for him, I don't think that's gonna be an issue. Just with Carr, I don't know if Carr plays that great in the cold.
Yeah,
So,
he doesn't. He historically he doesn't. But again, I think we're seeing a fired up Derek Carr.
Thank you, Paul. It's so good to see you.
Who and Joe said it, and he seems to feel like he knows it. I want it and hope it, but I also think that Carr has no other option but to ball the fuck out this year. So I think that he can overcome some of his vices and stuff like that, and you see a just a vicious, unforgiving, still a Christian, but hey, I'm at war and I'm gonna shut everyone up. So watch me and my immortals. You know what I mean? So
I don't appreciate your tone either. You can pump that back a little bit.
Woo, Mike getting me pumped up, baby. Come on.
Yeah, that was hard.
So this game, you know, we're clearly going to go into this game the better team, but I agree with you, Ernie. It's going to be kind of a surprising loss for us. We're not going to play well, and it's going to be, you know, we're going to snap a little winning streak that I have predicted, but you know, it's going to be a little bump in the road, one of those games.
Okay, and then we get back to Allegiant Stadium for the San Francisco 49ers, man. And all their fruity fans are going to be trying to pile into Allegiant Stadium. Hopefully Raider fans don't let that happen and buy all the tickets. Don't let those fools come in here and act up.
I'll kill you. Oh, you win.
They like to do that. They think they're like, I don't know, they think their shit don't stink or something. But hey, San Francisco 49ers, they were one play away from the Super Bowl last year. This is an Allegiant Stadium, and man, I hate to do this, but I think we're going to take an L here. I don't know what it is with Kyle Shanahan. He always seems to coach well against the Raiders. Maybe it's because the Raiders did his dad so dirty. I don't know what it was. But they always play tough, and their style of football is hard to match because they're a really physical team with a good defense, great running game. And I don't really know their quarterback. I don't know what the deal is with Trey Lance. I don't know if he's going to be any good. But I have a bad feeling about this game on New Year's. Maybe I think the Raiders are going to party too much in Vegas on New Year's Eve. That's an L. What do you guys say?
Win
For Mike?
Raiders are gonna win this game, and I just don't think that the 49ers are going to be much of a factor anymore. Maybe in their division, but against our Las Vegas Raiders team. Not saying we're gonna Not saying we're going to blow them out or anything like that, but we're at home. You know, there's going to be playoff implications at this point, especially if things go like I say and we're splitting them against everyone in our division. You know, we got to win at that point. I think we're going to have to win, and I think we are going to win. So I got the Raiders beating the 49ers week 17.
Okay, got you down there for the win. Joes.
I got us with the.
I think we.
Yeah. Go ahead, Junior.
I also have us with the win. I think they have too much of a mix-up with their quarterback, and they're not going to know. I don't know what's with them, but I think we have the win for that week.
Okay.
Yeah, I got us with the win too. I think Trey Lance, you know, if he's going to be good, if he's going to be decent, you know, this is going to be kind of a building year for him. It's not going to be one that he's going to be taking the team to the Super Bowl. I think we're going to win this game. And you said, you know, I think you said, you know, you think Raider Ernie, you said you think we might party too hard. I think with this team, we don't have to worry about that. The discipline that Josh McDaniels is instilling them and everything that we've been through, I think our guys are smart enough now not to do anything stupid. And if anything, the 49ers are going to be partying too much on New Year's Eve, and they're going to come in sluggish, and we're going to win this one going away.
Cool. All right, then that takes you to the final game of. Bless you.
Hey, Ern.
Yeah.
Ern. Can I just say one quick thing, because I think you brought up the fact that those fans are weird or whatever.
Yeah.
You know how there's this stigma or whatever about the Raider fans are the worst, or whose fans are the worst. Honestly, in my experience, and this is someone who grew up like really not having a football team early on. I liked a lot of different teams because I wasn't a big football dude. I can honestly say, and throughout my lifetime, the worst fans, the most annoying, just fans that get under your skin, who talk the most shit, I have to say those are 49er fans. And I have several buddies who were 49er fans, and I don't care. I think those are the worst, annoying, most shit talking, trying to fight people and stuff like that. And those are the ones you normally see on their back, right? Knocked out cold. So anyways, I just wanted to add that about the 49er fan base out there.
No, it's true. I mean, remember they used to have those games against the Raiders in the preseason. They had to cancel them because they were turning into bloodbaths when the Raiders would play the 49ers. I think it was a Northern California, Southern California issue. I think it was a lot of gang stuff. But you're right. I don't know. I mean, Dodger fans are pretty up there high on that list of shit talkers, but I got a lot of you that I love that are Dodgers fans, so I'm going to let you go on that. And then
we're talking about football. We're talking about football, broski. Nah, I had to add that in there, but I do have a lot of good friends who are 49er fans, and they're excluded from that. But there are some very shady fans.
Well, they're a good team. They've been a good team. They've been, they have a lot of Super Bowls. They're up there with the Patriots and with the Cowboys. So as much as I don't like some of how their fans act, what are you going to say? They're a good team. They've been a good team. All right, and then that takes us to the last game of the year, and that again is in Allegiant Stadium. It is January 8th against the hated Kansas City Chiefs, and I see us coming out of the funk here and getting ready for the playoffs with a win. With a win against the Chiefs in Allegiant Stadium, I think the Raiders will recouped, and they're getting ready for a first-round bye into the playoffs. What do you guys think? I think a win there. What do you guys say?
I got us with the win too. I think I talked about earlier in the season when we beat New England, kind of the changing of the guard. I think whenever you have Patrick Mahomes, your window's always going to be a little bit open. But after this game, our window is going to be wide open to what we got for our future. So I got us with the win.
Sick. What do you guys say, Junior?
I think we got a loss with this one. I think we already secured a playoff spot with my prediction, and we're going to take it a little easy going into the playoffs.
We're going to rest the starters.
I think with my prediction, we might rest the starters going into that last game of the season, getting ready for the playoffs.
Okay. Mike?
I see it similar, but I got us with the win, and I think it's one of those must wins. I think we lose the first one against KC, and then I think we're playing for the division here, or we could possibly be playing for the division spot here. So I think think it's going to be very close. It's going to be a bloodbath. It's going to be, smash mouth, some fights on the field, but it could win. It actually could come down to a field goal, field goal with, seconds ticking down, and the Raiders pull it off and conclude our season on a kick-ass.
All right. Cool deal, man. Well, I have us 12-5. Joe, you have us at 13-4. Junior,
Ooh.
1, 2, 3, 4. I have you just like me. You are no, you're like your dad, 13-4, right? 4 losses. And then Mike, I have you 1, 2, 3, 4.
12-5.
Yeah, that pretty much covers it. I'll be interested to hear what John says. Maybe we'll get him on the next show. I thank you guys all for coming on a Saturday here. I know it's a little early, but we want to make sure that we can get Raider Joe Jr. involved and keep him in the part of the crew with us. And I'm looking forward to
thank you for that.
Yeah, of course, man. Anytime, and we'll always try to work with you there. And we appreciate all your service to our country, young man. You're a great young man, and a soldier. He's a soldier. So hey, until next time, everybody, stick with the SoCal Raider Report. Make sure to share this amazing show with your friends and colleagues. And until next time, it is your host with the most, Raider Earn, signing off. See you later, guys. Thanks for everything.